Hey! This is the advanced tutorial for EasyBake, an expression to keyframes converter for After Effects by myself, Zach Lovett, and Con Yu. If you're looking for just the basics, check out the basic tutorial available on the EasyBake store page. Here we go. Using the same projects as before, we're going to run through all of these options really quickly. First, let's look at Optimize. If we just baked the whole comp with Optimize disabled, this would be the same as just right-clicking every key, hitting Keyframe Assistant, and Convert Expression to Keyframes. But with this many keyframes and with this many expressions, we have about 40,000 keys here. That's a lot. If we were to look at the graph editor for some of them, there's no change. It's the exact same thing, maybe not for the entire property, but for large chunks of it. Well, this is redundant information. These keys aren't adding anything, they're just here. That's where Optimize comes in. If we click Optimize and bake this comp, you'll see something like this. There aren't as many keys and there's little gaps in between them. What's going on is that we're going and removing any redundant keys. So all of these keys at the beginning and end, where they'd just be static, they're now gone. And this works for all of these properties. So both at the beginning and end, but also in the middle. Another example would be up here for Y rotation. This is just a linear curve, where in the non-optimized version, we've got a key on every single frame. Well, all we really need is the first and last one to get the exact same curve. In this optimized version, we've gone from 40,000 keys to about 8,500. So it's a lot less, it's much quicker to scrub through. Your file size will be a lot smaller as a result. Next, keep unbaked data. So let's bake the second layer with keep unbaked data enabled. After we bake, EasyBake converts the expression and the keys if there are any and hides them away in the expression field underneath where it says EasyBake unbaked data. What you can do now is click unbake to revert back to what we had before. You'll have the same keys and the same expressions. If we look at the original layer here, this is just a duplicate. You can see that they're exactly the same, no change whatsoever. Next up, remove expressions. This is very straightforward. I'm going to uncheck this and enable remove expressions. If I hit bake, we have lost the original expressions. That's it. Next, pre-comps. With bake within pre-comps turned off, when we bake this comp, it's going to treat our pre-comp just as another layer. So it's baked the opacity, and that's fine, but it hasn't baked anything inside of that pre-comp. If we enable it, bake within pre-comps, and run it again, it's still baked the opacity on the layer, but if we open up our pre-comp, it's gone and baked all the properties within it. Wonderful. Next is bake locked layers. There's no demo for this, it's just whether or not you want to bake or skip any layers that are locked in your timeline. Going down, we've got limit to work area. Now with this, if we turn it on, the baking will be limited to the work area you have set. So let's leave it off. I'm going to select this layer here and hit bake. We end up with all these keys. And now selecting this one, I'm going to turn on limit to work area and bake it again. You can see the baking has only taken place within our work area. This is really handy when you have large projects, and let's say the animation only goes until the first second. Well, instead of having EasyBake process your entire comp, you can tell it to limit to the work area, and it's only going to process the first second where all your animation is. Enabling this will create a backup version of your comp, just in case you want to keep a separate original copy of your comp somewhere safe. So enabling this, I'm going to hit bake. It's baked it all just as we'd expect, but if we look up here in our project panel, we've got another copy of our comp with the suffix backup. Opening that up, it's just what we had, untouched. Any nested pre-comps will also be backed up this way. And that's it for the advanced tutorial. Thanks for taking the time to check this out. Thanks.